A big moment just happened in the UFC world. UFC is the leading MMA organization. Think NFL to American football. And Sean O'Malley just won the UFC bantamweight championship. He beat Aljamain Sterling via second round TKO at Boston TD Garden, August 19th. The place there just exploded because Sean O'Malley is a massive star. He is now even more of a massive star. That's probably going to cut through across other sports as well. If you're just an NBA fan, you might know who Sean O'Malley is now, even if you've never watched an MMA fight in your life, which is really freaking cool for those of us who work in the sport. Sean O'Malley is a guy who first emerged onto the scene in maybe 2017, I think. And since day one, he said that he was going to be a UFC champion. He kind of had that feel. He kind of had that it factor. He kind of had that thing about him. But you still got to put in the work, right? So he set this very lofty goal that this little skinny kid with an afro from Montana, this skinny white kid from Montana, set out this crazy goal. He moves to Arizona. He starts training with a guy named Tim Welch, and they've got no money to their name. This kid has no right to be saying he's going to be a UFC bantamweight champion. But this is something I've been thinking about a lot recently. If you set massive, seemingly unrealistic goals, they are actually more easily achievable than average to medium-sized goals. Okay, now how does that make sense? If you have a medium to average size goal, you're not going to be super motivated to get it done because since it doesn't take that much work to get it, you're more likely to fall off the wagon. Also, there's way more competition. There's way more people shooting for those medium to average size goals because there's only so many exceptional people in the world who are shooting for those big, unrealistic, you're crazy for even thinking of this kind of goals like Sean O'Malley. Because so few people believe that they actually have the ability to get there, they don't shoot for the star. So there's actually less competition for the seemingly unrealistic goals than the medium to average size goals. You get what I'm saying? That's something I've been thinking about a lot recently. So Sean O'Malley has this crazy goal that so few people are going after, right? Then he just puts in the work. He puts in the work. He gets to the UFC. He gets a contract, has some exciting fights, exciting finishes. All the way, he's still saying, I'm going to be a champion. I'm going to be a champion. And he was controlling what he could control this entire way. He was building up his name, having exciting finishes, starting a podcast and a YouTube channel, and just doing really well on social media, on TikTok and Instagram, makes these really cool videos, has a fire merchandise game. UFC fighters are pretty hamstrung in terms of what they can do outside of the octagon, in terms of how they can monetize themselves. And he has taken every single opportunity that he can to extract the most that he can from his name, likeness, and image, which is really incredible, and it's inspiring. The entire way he's controlled, he can control, and he has made it a priority to just get a little bit better every single day. And he's done it with his same team, his same crew. He hasn't changed. The same guy, Sean O'Malley, Tim Welch, getting better every day, going back to the gym, back to the lab, getting really good sleep, really good diet, really good training, discipline, letting loose here and there at the right times. He has done everything the right way. He never expected it to come overnight. He just put in the work, and here we are 6 years later. Sean O'Malley is the UFC bantamweight champion of the world. He's still with the same crew of people. He's about to cash in even more. He's about to be a massive superstar, get really big fights, sell a bunch of pay-per-views, and inspire a whole bunch of people around the world. This little skinny white kid with an afro from Montana, who at the end of the day is still the same kid. He's all tatted up, has changed his hair, has way more money in the bank, much more notoriety. Everyone loves him, but he's still the same guy. I say all of this to you as a reminder that you're not going to hit your goals overnight. Especially when you're a young person, it's kind of jarring that we're not doing everything that we want immediately, that we don't have the job we want, we're not quite achieving the dreams at the pace that we thought. We feel like we're falling behind oftentimes because we see on Instagram what other people are doing, and we hear about how much money our friends are making and the trips that they're making, and we get lost in the comparison trap. Everyone goes at their own pace, okay? It's not going to happen for you overnight. It's going to take years of incremental progress, 0.01% better every day, like Sean O'Malley. And then just one day, it's all going to come to a head, and you're going to be there. You're going to be at the place where you're achieving that delusional goal that people told you that you couldn't achieve, that people doubted you. You're going to get there. Surround yourself with the good people. Put the work in. Don't lose sight of the goals. Keep the eyes on the prize. Don't get frustrated. You're going to experience setbacks. Sean O'Malley has suffered injuries, a suspension, a loss, a no contest via an eye poke on a really big stage. He's had setbacks. He's come back from them. So whatever your setbacks are, turn them again into opportunities. Turn the obstacles into chances to show to the world what you're capable of and to inspire other people, just like Sugar Sean O'Malley just did. Congrats, Sugar. Welcome to the Sugar Show. I'm excited to be on the ride with you.